Yeah. Fired up. This one's for the drivers.
Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times. Every turn, every line we find, trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts, you're gone on the gas. We don't guess, we know what it takes. Every set of build from the ground we break. If you want that feel when the car locks in, you're in the right place. Let's go in. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, take it straight to the front. League nights, open runs, we're the ones you want. Dialed in speed, yeah, we don't miss shots. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Got weekly sets ready to roll. Quality trim sharp, race pace control. Builders in the lab, yeah, they stay on it. Every tweak, every change, we gain on it. Need a custom fit, yeah, we do that too. Built to match your style, what you like to do. And it ain't just speed, it's a team right here. We ride together every lap, every gear. Yeah, we test, we tone, we put in the miles. Turn bad weeks into victory smiles. From rookies to pros, we're all about growth. Now fire that motor, let's get to the front. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, yeah, you know the name. When the pressure's on, we bring the game. From the shop to the track, yeah, we don't stop. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1. Till we build, till we build, till we build. Tier 1 setup shop.
Yeah. Fired up. This one's for the drivers.
Out in the shop.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team. Looking to take your racing to the next level?
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
This isn't just another
I hit all the wrong buttons there first. What the heck? Whoa. Why are we dropping frames again? What just happened? Okay, well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Tier 1 Studios. Not entirely sure what's going on here. And my frames are dropping all over the place at the moment. I apologize for that. Not entirely sure what's going on there. We were just fine a minute ago. We should be okay now. Apologies for that. As we join the Core Championship Off-Road Esports League out here tonight, here at Lucas Oil Road Speedway on the Wheatland Off-Road Circuit at the moment. Apparently SDK has crashed yet again, so we're gonna just turn that off. I have no idea what's going on with all of my stuff at the moment. Why are we so laggy? What is going on? Apologies for that. I really don't know what's going on here. Hopefully that kind of resolves itself. There's no reason for it to be lagging this badly all of a sudden out here tonight with the championship, or the Champions Off-Road Racing Esports League out here tonight at Wheatland Off-Road at Lucas Oil Motorsports Park. Again, my apologies for anything that's going on with the final 2.5 minutes of practice out here tonight. Here on arguably one of the most difficult tracks here on iRacing, with the big air jumps, the whoops, the tight turns, and everything else. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Core Champions Off-Road Racing Esports League, MBJ Race Wraps and Designs, and Dubby, official partnered sponsor of Core. Use code PRO-4, PRO-4, for 10% off your order at dubby.com. Also, check out the link in the description down below for our friends over at Outlap, some of the best simware you can get for sim racing gloves and simwear socks to race with on your setups at home. So feel free to check those guys out down in the description below at Outlap for 10% off your orders. Server boosters at the moment are Michael Boyd, James Burke, Ace Soup Campbell, Justin Cunningham, Brandon Prasad, Jason Freights, Kalen Freights, Richard Hardman, Colby Scott, and Justin White. Apparently, there has been a Discord bot in my broadcast booth as well, trying to mess me up over here. So far, Chase Spalding with the fastest time, Adam McAfee, Matt Lass, Ray Beaudoin, James Burke, Jason Frace, Jacob Cervantes, Brian Nicholas, Christian Noble, Warren Watkins, Brandon Sostrom, Ace Campbell, Tyler Bunting is race control, alongside, I believe, our friend Jared Lathrop. And me, Pat Wilkinson, up in the booth, will not be racing tonight either. Seems to have settled down iRacing. Again, not sure why we were having tech issues before, dropping some serious frames out here tonight. We were doing just fine in the in-car racing earlier for the D2 series, but seems to be all set now. So again, my apologies for that. If it does continue to happen throughout the night, it may be the fact of just the dust out here on the racetrack here at Lucas Oil. Might just be a little bit too much for the computer to handle, so hopefully that doesn't affect us too badly out here tonight. For the final seconds left to go, we head over into qualifying. There we go. Question is now, who's going to be brave enough to tackle this racetrack? One of the most difficult tracks on the calendar for the Pro-4 series. Let's see who's up first. Christian Noble up first, out on the racetrack. Maybe not. Let's go over to Brian Nicholas in the 28. You know what? Let's be brave. Let's go up to Ace Campbell in the 728. On his outlap into turn 2, really sliding this truck around over the first little jump, into turn 3 and over the big air jump into turn 4. Let's take a quick look at the track. Oh, it doesn't have a map for these, I forgot. Never mind. Ooh, big bump for the 728. Managed to land it back on all 4 Goodyear tires, or General tires. Excuse me. 728 over the second big air jump, over the whoops, trying to keep the speed up. That's the only way to take those little jumps there. Round the turn, trying not to clip the concrete tires on the inside, over the next big air jump, setting up into the hairpins. Around these final 2 corners and into the sweeping left-hander to take the green flag for his first qualifying lap out here tonight at Lucas Oil Speedway. On the Wheatland Road setup, round the left-hander, and over the jump we go for the green flag for his first flying lap out here tonight. I remember... Yep. They disqualified me for the sake of the race, so I cannot qualify, so that's fine. 728 around turns 1 and 2, over the jump and into turn 3. Trying to really work this truck around turn 3 and into the jumps over the first little jump. Keeping the throttle wide open into the big air jump. A little bit kitty cornered again. Landing on the left side tires this time. Into turn 4 over the jump and into turn 5 over the whoops. Setting up nicely once again. Little bit harsh on the nose on the landing. Trying to keep the throttle down and beautifully over the whoops he goes. A little bit of extra hang time into turn 6 and 7, the twin hairpins. After that third big air jump, turn 6 now and sliding it back around into turn 7. Masterful drifts from the 728 of Ace Campbell. Around turn 10, turn 9, 8, something, I don't know. Over the jump again, first flying lap for Ace Campbell. Adam McAfee going across the start-finish line pretty much at the same time, 1:11.638 to beat Jason Freites over a second and a half back. Brandon Salstrom, another 2.75 behind McAfee. Ace Campbell almost 4.5 behind. A lot of space between these 4 drivers. We start seeing some of the faster drivers appear. Chase Spalding, Jason Freites, Matt Lass, Warren Watkins, Ray Beaudoin, and Jacob Cervantes. Chase Spalding up to second. James Burke up to third. Brian Nicholas up to fourth. Joey Herbie trying to set a good time out here as well. Christian Noble also on the track. Around the final 2 hairpins and into the sweeping left-hander. Under the bridge and around the corner we go. Really sending that truck sideways, trying to make the most of what he has left in it. Hopefully to improve his time. Over the jump we go again. Ace Campbell does not improve, holding 12th. Joey Herbie in the 53 up to 10th. The Sparco 53. May have had a issue over here. Let's see if we can fix that. Joey Herbie a little bit sideways over the jumps. Ooh, big two-wheel from him. That's going to be the end of his qualifying run. Matt Lass out on the racetrack now, doing another flying lap. A little bit over the jumps, around the hairpin. Whoa, up and over, rolling it over. Apologies, my paint loader does not seem to be working at the moment. Christian Noble up to 7th. Warren Watkins in the 89, or 39, excuse me. Trying to set a good time out here tonight. I don't know what just happened there, but we had a tech issue of some kind. As qualifying comes to a close, let's head into heat number 1 out here tonight at Lucas Oil. Ace Campbell, Brandon Selstrom, and Joey Herbie are your 3 trucks running in this heat race. Okay. Did my loader really... Of course, it works when... You know, it works when it's in the normal race. It doesn't work when I go live. I find that amazing. What is going on? Joey Herbie's paint job has failed to load on my screen. I'm not sure if he doesn't have one or not. Oops, maybe. Again, folks, I apologize. I really do not know what's going on here with trading paints. We have had some monstrous tech issue out here at the moment. I really don't know what's going on. Why it all decided to crash as we go live is beyond me and incredibly infuriating. So I'm not even going to try to fix it. We're just going to leave it the way it is and hope to God that it just works. I know better than to try and fix something that's already broken when we're trying to have some fun. So, heat race number 1. With the bottom 3, Ace Campbell, Brandon Selstrom, and Joey Herbie over the whoops and into the final few turns out here tonight. Everybody, 1984, 2005 Steve-O. Yes, I know you can see the paints. I'm making sure that they're loading correctly because for some reason they weren't loading just a minute ago. Pace truck is off. 3 trucks rolling around the final turn, getting ready to take the green flag out here tonight here at Lucas Oil Wheatland Road Course. Green flag, green flag, green flag is in the air. We are racing. 53 of Joey Herbie with a great start. A little bit further back, managed to get a good run down into the turn 1 we go. 728 on the inside, did not get the slide he wanted. 3 wide through turn 1 and into turn 2 we go. Beautiful slides from all 3 of them. 728 giving the 53 a little bit of the fender. We go into turn 3 now. 728 backing out a lot. 53 of Joey Herbie up to 2nd. Brandon Selstrom up to 1st in the monster number 93. Whoa, 53 sideways. Very sideways over the jump. Managed to keep it straight. Lands it beautifully. 728 on the inside trying to get back in front of the 53. He does so beautifully. 93 to Brandon Selstrom, just up the road a little bit. 728 setting up beautifully into the next turn, and over the whoops we go. Perfectly over them. No extra bumps, no extra worries to think about. Around the first of the 3 hairpins and over the jump into the 2nd hairpin now. 728 hot on the heels of the 93. 53 right there behind him, trying to keep up. 3 laps to go. Brandon Selstrom, Ace Campbell, and Joey Herbie running in this heat race out here tonight. Off of the final turn and over the jump. Across the start-finish line, 3 laps to go. Brandon Selstrom starting to really pull away, a 1.5 clear through turn 1. Whoa, 728 overcommitted to the turn. 53 reeling him in now. Sliding around turn 2 and over the jump we go. 93 of Brandon Selstrom. Still leading the way, 728. And a little bit deep into turn 3. 53 side by side with him over the jumps. 728 getting ahead of him. Over the jump, landing it a little bit sideways, managing to keep it straight. I believe that's the direction we want to turn the mic in. Something along those lines. That should be better, so I'm not blowing up people's eardrums. Whoa! 93 and the 53. Both a little bit of a problem. Brandon Selstrom upside down in the fence. Come back and take another look. 93 over the third big air jump, or the second big air jump, and into the whoops we go. Got a bad start on him and just kicked him up and over and into the catch fence. Nothing he could do about it. Upside down. This is now a 2-horse race between Joey Herbie and Ace Campbell. Campbell a little too sideways into turn 1, overcommitting to the slide into turn 2, but hot on the heels of the 53, starting to slow down a little bit. Just about a second behind, trying to reel him in. Really trying to put the pressure on off of turn 3 and 4. Over the huge jump, 53 leading the way. Ace Campbell right there on his heels, trying to keep up. Into turn 5, I think. Over the second big air jump, Herbie trying to set up sideways with Ace right there behind him. Over the jumps and over the grass, that may be a black flag for a warning for the 53. The rule is no cutting over the grass for the whoops. 728 a little bit sideways off of the third jump through the hairpins and under the bridge we go. White flag, white flag, white flag will be in the air, this time by 53 of Joey Herbie, running away with this race. Brandon Selstrom in the 93 is most likely out of the race. Now down at least 2 laps. Joey Herbie 3 seconds clear of Ace Campbell. Into turn 2 we go. Over the jump and into turn 3. Brandon Selstrom down a lap in third. Very unfortunate way for his night to have started. Hopefully his full series race goes a little bit better for him. 53, huge air over the jump and into turn 5. 4, 5, whichever one it is. Over the second big air jump and into the whoops we go. Really trying to keep the pressure on. 53 over the grass again. He is definitely going to get a talking to for that if he keeps that up throughout the feature race. Over the third big air jump and into the hairpins we go. 53 of Joey Herbie, now 4 1/4 seconds ahead of Ace Campbell. And still pulling away. .53 of Joey Herbie will come back around and win out here tonight for the Heat 1 of the Lucas Oil Wheatland Road Course race out here tonight with the Core Champions Off-Road Racing Esports League. Brought to you in part by MBJ Race Wraps and Designs. Dubby, the official partnered sponsor of Core. Use code PRO-4 for 10% off your order at Dubby.com. By our friends over at Outlap. Be sure to check out the link in the description of the stream and in the description of the video post-race when it does go live on YouTube for 10% off your orders at Outlap for all your favorite simwear, gloves, and socks. Always good to have some extra of those to hopefully improve your iRacing experience. This broadcast is also brought to you in part by Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shop, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube, and by me personally here at Rock Bottom Racing. Joey Herbie, the not that one. Joey Herbie, the Heat 1 winner, as we warm up for the feature-length race out here tonight. Go over to Ray Beaudoin in the 586, excuse me. Hey, Ruku, good to have you in the chat. Appreciate you joining. This is the other side of what we do. A little bit more of the norm for broadcasting. Hey, Ruku, I gotta be honest, if you ever feel froggy, you could definitely join these guys in the D2 series. That's the free series that happens an hour before the broadcasted series here on YouTube. Always a good time. If you're live and you're kind of watching us, hopefully you all come and say hi. If you're streaming, anyway. I have no idea, Ruku, but hey, whatever. Always a good time to start seeing familiar names from not only just the racing side of things, but fellow YouTubers and streamers overall, introducing, hopefully, their fans to what kind of shenanigans and bullcrap we get up to on the side. I need to start adding Discord links to the racing Discords for these series. That might be a good thing to start doing. Lights are on, but they're a bit dim these days. Apologies for being kind of quiet at the moment, trying to rest my voice before the broadcast and still trying to fiddle with a couple things on my side to make sure that we're not going to have any major issues on the stream out here tonight. Hopefully we don't, as warm-up comes to a close. We move over to the full-length feature race. Adam McAfee leading the way. Chase Spalding, James Burke, Brian Nicholas, Tyler Bunting, Jason Freites, Matt Lass, Christian Noble, Warren Watkins, Ray Beaudoin, Jacob Cervantes, Jared Lathrop, Joey Herbie, Ace Campbell, and Brandon Salstrom down at the tail end of the field. Waiting on Ray Beaudoin and Joey Herbie to join the session, ready to go racing out here tonight. I have a ping. We get rolling here at Lucas Oil Wheatland Raceway, Speedway, whatever one it is, off-road circuit. Oh, you did, Ruku. How'd the 24 go for you? Hopefully went well. For those who don't know, that was the Spa 24-hour special event this weekend. I would have been racing, but obviously I'm needed up here in the booth. I did not have anywhere near enough time to begin to practice. Happens. Saying that Chase Spalding is a lap ahead. I don't know. Why did it put Chase Spalding a lap ahead on the timesheet? I have no idea what is going on with my timesheet. All of my things broke the minute I joined this session. There is no reason for it to have been this awful. Okay, something broke. Again. Pace truck is off, rolling around the final few turns. Pace truck just at the side of your screen there. Around the final turn we go. Waiting on the green flag to fly here at Lucas Oil. Everybody racing immediately. A couple trucks sideways over the jump as we go into turn one. Everybody in it. Oh, a little bit of sideways action. Couple cars sideways, almost 5 wide for just a moment through turn one and into turn two. Everybody trying to keep it clean off of turn two. Over the jump and into turn three. Dirt and dust really gonna be everyone's nightmare out here tonight. I know it was for me. Why is my timesheet broken? Are you kidding me? There's no reason for it to all be broken. Why did it break? There was no reason for it to break. Forgive me. Oh, magically you work? And now, there we go. Now it works. Okay, my apologies. We got it fixed. Adam McAfee leading after one lap out here tonight. Chase Spalding, James Burke, Christian Noble, Jason Freites, Ray Beaudoin, Matt Lass, Brandon Salstrom, Ace Campbell, Joey Herbie, Jacob Cervantes, Warren Watkins, and Brian Nicholas both down pit road. Not entirely sure why. Again, folks, apologies for the tech issues we're having at the moment. I really don't know what just happened. Brandon Salstrom has crashed, excuse me. Ruku, internet issues, and that tends to be par for the course. It's iRacing, as we're experiencing here tonight, aren't we? We'll talk about that later, Ruku, if that's what you want to do. Chase Spalding getting the lead from Adam McAfee into the hairpins over the jump. Everybody trying to get settled in here at Lucas Oil. Wait, isn't this lap? I have no idea what's going on. Why did all of this break? Is it 10 laps to go? What is going on? Why did all of this break? I have no idea why it's registering everybody as a lap down. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I truly have no idea what's going on here. Because now it's just cycling through the entire field saying everybody has crashed. Oh, well, there's one. Adam McAfee upside down and over. Landing on all four tires. Yeah, getting into the 75 a little bit. Trying to get off the racetrack and out of the way. Chase Spalding up to the lead. James Burke right there behind him. Christian Noble. Jason Freites. Ray Beaudoin, Matt Lass. Brandon Sahlstrom. Joey Herbie. Jacob Cervantes. Adam McAfee going down a lap as we race past the entry to pit road. 0:39 of Chase Spalding leading the way. Brian Nicholas last car on the lead lap. Adam McAfee still down pit road. I don't know why it's saying everyone's a lap down. There is no reason for this all to be broken. Okay, this all works now. Adam McAfee is out. Maybe. I have no... 8 laps to go. Let's start jumping into the field. Let's go down to Matt Lass in the 198. My apologies for any and all tech problems out here tonight. I really don't know what the hell just happened. It was fine throughout the entirety of the D2 race, and all of a sudden now we're having problems. Whoa, 75 a bit sideways, clipping the wall. 198 breezing on past, up to 5th. Ray Beaudoin just up the road. Christian Noble, James Burke, and Chase Spalding. Stepping back a little bit further into the field. Let's go down to the 39 of Warren Watkins in the Exalta GovX machine. Off of the turn 4, over the big air jump. Ace Campbell, almost 5 seconds behind. Brian Nicholas, almost another half a minute behind him. Chase Spalding, just going past the start-finish line now. Into turn 1 we go, right up against those concrete tires on the inside of turn 1. James Burke's trying to run him down, though, in the number 7 truck. Less than 2.5 seconds behind over the jumps and into turn 3. Trying to keep it down underneath on the packed surface. Trying to stay away from the cushion on the high side over the big air jump. Holding that baby wide open, landing just a little bit late. Keeping it flat though, 0:39 over the second big air jump, setting it up a little bit sideways. Into turn 5. Over the whoops, a little bit onto the grass, into turn 6. Over the third big air jump now, 0:39. Really running that truck ragged at the moment. Really trying to keep that thing tidy through the twin hairpins. Into under the bridge and into the final corner we go. Chase Spalding still leading the way at the moment. 6 laps to go. Jump down to Brandon Sahlstrom in the number 93. Monster Energy Toyo Tires machine. Off of the hairpins and down under the bridge. Into the final corner we go. Everybody trying to keep their stuff together. Whole field getting real spread out. Spalding almost 4 seconds ahead of James Burke. Burke almost 3.5 ahead of Christian Noble. Ray Beaudoin another 2.5 behind him. About 2 seconds behind him. Matt Lass, a 2.5 behind Beaudoin. Freites over 4 seconds behind Lass. Sahlstrom 6 seconds behind Freites. Herbie about 2 seconds behind Sahlstrom. Watkins almost 15 behind Herbie. And Campbell almost 20 seconds behind Watkins. Brian Nicholas a minute and 7 seconds behind the leader. Jacob Cervantes and Adam McAfee are both out here tonight. Very rough over the whoops for the number 93 of Brandon Sahlstrom. Into the first of the 3 hairpins over the jump. Into the twin hairpins just after it. 5 laps to go. Chase Spalding still leading the way. James Burke a little bit further back, just going over the whoops now. Still falling back just about 5 1/4 seconds behind the leader. Very poorly over the jumps. Christian Noble just on his heels, though, in the number 946 Boozy Jerky Ford over the jump and into the twin hairpins. Matt Lass in the 198 right behind him. Jason Freight's also hot on his heels in the 75. Brandon Salstrom in the 93. A little bit further back, Joey Herbie all over the bumper of the 93 just ahead of him. Warren Watkins just going over the whoops now. Ace Campbell just going through turn 3 and into the big air jump. Brian Nicholas not too far behind. Ray Beaudoin down pit road this time. Chase Spalding looking to put Brian Nicholas and Ace Campbell both down a lap out here tonight as we go over the jump once again. Huge air for the number 039. A little bit of dip cameras going on. Huge air over the jump again, landing a little bit square. 039, a little bit over the grass again. Gonna be getting a warning. 3 laps to go this time by. Here at Lucas Oil Wheatland Road Course. Out here tonight with the Core Champions Off-Road Esports. Brought to you in part by... Oh, God, I'm blanking for some reason. Brought to you in part by MBJ Race Wraps and Designs, Dubby, the official partnered sponsor of Core. Use code PRO-4 for 10% off your orders at Dubby.com. Core also brought to you in part by Outlap. Use our link in the description down below at Outlap.com for 10% off all your favorite simwear in terms of racing gloves and racing socks for your setups out here on iRacing, Assetto Corsa, and anything else you wish to play. Go check out some great simwear at Outlap.com. Use our link in the description down below for 10% off. The broadcast is also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shop, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. My name's Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. 28 of Brian Nicholas, very sideways over the whoops as Chase Spalding is running them down in the 039. 2 laps to go out here tonight at Lucas Oil. 7:28 and 28, duking it out for not last at the moment. Ray Beaudoin about a lap down on both of them. 039 hot on their heels, trying to get a lap ahead of them. 7:28 and the 28 down into turn 1. Beautiful slide jobs from the pair. 7:28 on the inside into turn 2. 28 stuck on the high side, nowhere to go. Giving them the good old shot from the fender and the rear bumper of that truck. Using everything that truck has left, missing the majority of his front end at the moment. Chase Spalding watching on, trying to get the gap. 7:28 sideways, has to back out of the jump. Whoa, very ballsy from the 28 into turn 4. That sharp 90-degree left-hander. Over the bridge and around the next 90-degree left-hander. Into the whoops we go. That is the hardest thing to commit to, going fast over such short, narrow jumps. Got to really run the hell out of them, otherwise you're going to nose over and wreck your truck, as I've found out more than once. Chase Spalding around the twin hairpins and into the final corner we go under the bridge. In the 039 KLR machine out here tonight. White flag, white flag, white flag is in the air. We are coming back no matter what here at Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Park here in Wheatland. Round turn 1 and into turn 2, trying to keep that truck as sideways as possible. 28 of Brian Nicholas starting to have some radio issues out here tonight. Into turn 3 we go. 039 really trying to make the most out of that truck for what he has left. Let's see what he has to offer out here tonight. Huge speed over the jump. Big air into turn 4, over the second jump over the bridge, and into turn 5, trying to set up a little bit sideways. Beautiful landing off of turn 4 over the whoops A little bit onto the grass again, that's fine. Getting a little bit of a look back across the racetrack. Into turn 6, over the final big air jump into the twin hairpins of 7 and 8, and into the sweeping left-hander of turn 9. Chase Spalding will come back around out here tonight, sending it a little bit extra wide for just that little bit of showboat. Over the jump for the final time, and across the start-finish line, and wins out here tonight at Lucas Oil Motorsports Park. James Burke in second, Christian Noble in third. One heck of a run out here tonight. We're not quite sure about third just yet. Jason Freites hot on the heels of the 946. Didn't quite have it right at the finish line. What a finish for Christian Noble and Jason Freites. Almost clobbering the 728 as the 7 of James Burke is going for another lap. Nothing wrong with that out here tonight. What a finish for everybody at the moment. Let's see if we can get this to work, maybe. I have no idea. It might work. There we go. Let's see who we can get up into the booth. We do have actually Chase Spalding in here. Chase Spalding, this is Pat Wilkinson up the booth. Do you got me?
Yes, I do.
Chase, congratulations on a fantastic win out here tonight with the Core Pro-4 Championship race out here tonight at Lucas Oil Raceway. Talk us through it.
It was an odd thing with qualifying. I thought I could do better or would do better, but I just ended up just not. It was whatever, but I don't know. I saw Adam in front of me. I knew I was quicker than Adam on race speed, and I was like, I better get by him quickly, so I showed my nose in. It worked, and he just barrel rolled, and you gotta lift sometimes.
Well, regardless, you had one hell of a race out here tonight in the feature event, leading 10 of the 11 laps out here tonight here at Lucas Oil Speedway on the Wheatland Dirt Road Course. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
I would like to thank Joey and David. I know David didn't come today, but great people, fun to run with. I would like to thank Jason for putting up this league, you for the broadcast. I'd also like to thank Barricade Flasher Service for supporting me, Fanatec, KLR, and Simcraft.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Thanks for joining us once again out here tonight with all of us here at Tier 1 Studios, and congratulations on a fantastic win.
Thank you.
There we go. Beat me to it. Let's get James Burke in here next. In the number 7, James Burke. Welcome up to the booth with a fantastic P2 out there tonight. Talk us through it.
It was interesting. Well, I wouldn't say exactly interesting. After Adam left, I didn't really have anybody to really hope to battle for first. So, and I'm not quick enough to keep up with Chase. He is beyond fast. So it was rather boring just kind of doing laps, but it is what it is. I'll take a P2. It's all right. I didn't really like to do it that way, but shit happens, I guess, or bad luck happens.
Definitely does out here tonight with a lot of drivers, unfortunately. But hey, fantastic second place finish from you out here tonight in the Lucas Oil Pro-4 trucks. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
I just want to thank Elmer's Pizza, Andrew Burke's Toolland, Jason for putting on the league and doing the league, and you for putting on the broadcast every week. It's great work that you do. So, yeah, I just want to say thanks to those guys.
Appreciate that very much. Thank you for joining us once again up here in the booth, and congratulations on a P2.
Yep, thank you.
Let's get Christian Noble. We'll call it a night. Christian Noble, welcome up to the booth with a fantastic P3 out here tonight at Lucas Oil Speedway here at Wheatland. Talk us through it.
It was do or die this week because I missed last week at Bark River, and then didn't have a good week before that. So it was a must that I put that boozy jerky truck up there and have a good night. And it was all about survival tonight, and I got lucky and survived to the end.
I'd say so. One hell of a finish for you in third place, just beating out Jason Freites by a whisker. Definitely needed to get him there. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off for the night?
No, thank you guys for putting on a great show, and thanks for all the guys racing. If you haven't tried boozy jerky, go check it out.
Appreciate that very much. Thanks for joining us up in the booth once again, and hope to be talking to you more in the future.
Have a good one.
You as well. Thank you. Well, folks, you have yet again spent another perfectly good hour with all of us here at Tier 1 Studios. We thank you all for joining us tonight. This broadcast is brought to you in part by MBJ Race Wraps and Designs, Dubby, the official partnered sponsor of Core. Use code PRO-4 for 10% off your orders at Dubby.com. By our friends over at Outlap. Use the link in the description down below to check out all of their fantastic racing simware in terms of gloves and socks for your racing setup. Very comfortable, very, very nice to be wearing, very fun to use. So to go ahead and check them out at the link down below, and that will get you an automatic 10% off at checkout for all of your orders with Outlap. The Champions Off-Road Racing Esports League, brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shop, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. My name's Pat Wilkinson, up in the booth. This has been Core, the Champions Off-Road Racing Esports League, in the Pro-4 trucks here at Lucas Oil Speedway. And until next time, goodbye, farewell, and amen. And again, folks, my apologies for any frustration and all the tech issues we were having earlier on in the broadcast. Sometimes it just gets annoying. So thank you for your patience with me. We managed to get it to work, and we had one hell of a race out here tonight. Thank you all for tuning in.
Yeah. Fired up. This one's for the drivers. Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times, every turn, every line we find. Trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts, you're gone on the gas. We don't guess, we know what it takes. Every setup built from the ground, we break. If you want that feel when the car locks in, you're in the right place. Let's go win. Yeah, we built for 'em. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, with a reason you're leading Tier 1. Setup shop Tier 1. Take it straight to the front. League nights, open runs, we're the ones you want. Dialed in speed, yeah, we don't miss shots. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Got weekly sets ready, ready to roll. Quality trim sharp, race pace control. Builders in the lab, yeah, they stay on it. Every tweak, every change we gain on it. Need a custom fit, yeah, we do that too. Built to match your style, what you like to do. And it ain't just speed, it's a team right here. We ride together every lap, every gear, yeah, we test, we tune, we put in the miles. Turn bad weeks into victory smiles. From rookies to pros, we're all about growth. Now fire that motor, let's get to the front. Yeah, we built for the win, yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1. Setup shop Tier 1. Yeah, you know the name. When the pressure's on, we bring the game. From the shop to the track, yeah, we don't stop. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. See you in Victory Lane. Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1.